All right, let's go over Excel homework 9.4, 401k together. If the first homework on 9.2, what was it called? CD was just an introduction to if function. I think we're gonna do a little more with the if function here today. But I do wanna, instead of me explaining what 401k is, retirement saving, I do wanna share this video with you. It's pretty short, so I'm gonna just play this. So we'll watch this together, okay? Let me see. All right, let me play this.
What is a 401k? Presented by WallStreetSurvivor.com. The 401k is one of the most common retirement savings accounts. The 401k is set up by your employer and has both tax and savings advantages. Here's Samantha. Samantha just started a new job with an insurance company. One of the perks of this job is 401k matching. Here's how it works. Samantha earns $100,000 before taxes and is allowed to put up 6% of her salary in the company 401k program. On top of that, the company agrees to match 50 cents for every dollar that Samantha contributes. So, if Samantha contributes the full amount, she'll deposit $6,000 into the account. Her company will match this by depositing an extra $3,000, bringing her total contribution up to $9,000. This contribution is tax deductible, meaning Samantha only has to pay income tax on $94,000 rather than $100,000. She will only have to pay taxes when she withdraws the money from the account, usually in retirement or after 60 when her tax bracket is lower. Matching is just one benefit plan. Another example could be profit sharing. For example, imagine that instead of the company matching 50 cents to the dollar, they agree to...
Stop. Because the one part that we're gonna look at is that matching part, how the employer will match what was her name? Samantha's gonna be paying. For me, Nova's doing the same thing, and my husband's employer, they're matching his 401k savings too. They're putting some money for Michael and for Sue so that our retirement saving is growing faster. So when you get a job, if you can sign up for 401k and for, I think for me it's called 403b for non-profit organization, but it's great to start on these retirement savings early. And what we're gonna look at is in this Excel homework, how the company here, I think they're matching what. Oh, we'll read this together. We'll do this assignment together. It's a little bit longer, I think, but we can do this together right now, okay? All right, let me open the file. Let me download the file. I may have downloaded it already, but let's do this again. If I can find it. Ah, here it is. Alrighty. Make this a little bit bigger. Step 1, start Excel. Download and open the workbook named Chapter 10.5 401k Start. In cell C10, they want you to calculate 6% of the annual salary given in cell C5. Format C10 as currency with 2 decimal places. All right, let's see. Let's read this orange information to orange box together. Your company offers a 401k plan for retirement which will match, wow, 50% of money you deposit into your 401k. And now if I just read that much, you know what it sounds like. The more money I put in, the better it will be because my company will match 50%. They're going to pay half of what I'm paying and they're going to deposit that into my 401k account. But it says up to 6% of your total salary. Okay. So if I pay more than 6%, that rule's not going to apply anymore, huh? So that's why they are asking us to find the 6% of the total salary here. All right, let's do that first, the part that we read. So the annual salary is $45,000. Annual 6%, this is what we want to find down here, right? In D10, type in equal sign. Click on C5 and we're going to find the 6% of that annual salary. So what is 6% of $45,000? It's $27,000. So what we want to save is I mean, if we put $2,700 into our 401k, the company, your employer, will match half of what we're putting in. But that was step number 2, so we are done with that. I'm going to mark it as complete. All right, step 3. In cell C11, they want you to calculate 6% of the monthly salary. Format cell C11 as currency with 2 decimal places. Sounds like we're doing the same thing. Monthly deposit. I mean, that's not it. Now, here's the thing. That is annual 6%, right? That is 12 months. So if I want monthly, 1 month, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and say this equals monthly 6% is annual 6% divided by what number? 12, because we have 12 months in a year. So the annual 6% will be $225. So if I want to save 6% of my annual salary, I'm going to be saving $225 of every month. Well, if our annual salary is $45,000. So that's what I did. I simply did the annual 6% and I divided that by monthly 6%. I mean, we could have done something like this too. Like we could have done 45,000 divided by 12, and then we can find 6% of that, and that's going to be exactly $225. But just wanted to use a cell right above it, and so we are done with that. Now, what are we doing? I'm just finding what they're asking. All right, step 4, in cell C13, they want you to use if function to calculate the company's match into the 401k account if your monthly deposit is in cell C6. Monthly deposit in C6 is set to be 200 right now. Format C13 as currency with 2 decimal places. So this is what they're asking you to do. We must use the if function to figure out how much the company will pay into your 401k account if your monthly deposit is $200. Okay, so $200 is less than 6% of your monthly income, right? So what should they do? They should match half of my $200. They should give me, well, they should give this person $100 to save into the 401k. But let's see. I'll go ahead and type up an if function. If, and this is what we're gonna do. If the amount, the monthly deposit, is less than the monthly 6%, that was the condition, right? Your company offers 401k plan for retirement, which will match 50% of money you deposit into your 401k up to 6%. So less than 6%, they're going to match 15%, 50% of the money you deposit. So that's the condition that I wrote. I said, if the money that I'm depositing in C6 is less than the 6% of the monthly income, then what are they going to pay? They're going to pay 50% of the monthly deposit. They're going to pay 50% of the amount in C6. So I'm going to click on C6 times 50%, comma. If that's not true, well, I don't know then. I don't know. Did they say what the other case is? I don't think I read it. I should probably read it. So I know under 6%, they're going to pay half of what you are depositing. But if it's over 6%, what did they say? Maybe I just never read it. All right, let me go ahead and read and search for that information. Notice that your monthly... here it is. Let's read part B together. Notice that your monthly deposit does not have to be as same as 6% of your monthly salary. It can be less than or it can be more than. If your monthly deposit is less than or equal to 6%, then the company will match half of your deposit. That's how far I typed so far, right? That's how much I got. But else is the part that I didn't know about. So let me read about this. Else, the company will match half of the 6% amount. Okay. So if your amount is more than 6%, then they're going to pay half of the 6% amount. Enter an if function. Okay. So let's go ahead and do the third entry here. If the amount that you're paying is not less than your 6% amount, then they're going to do 50% of your monthly 6%. That sounds like a better deal. But I mean, what are we expecting to get if we hit enter? Now, 200 is less than 225. That is true. Therefore, we should see the company matches exactly half of $200, which is going to be $100, right? So yes, the company will pay $200. So let me go ahead and change this as currency with 2 decimal places. I think they want it. But if the monthly deposit is more than 6%, $225 amount, let's say 300. If that goes up like that, if I hit enter, I'm not going to see $150. They're just going to match half of the monthly 6%. And half of $225 is $112.50. So of course, kind of thinking about it now. Hold on, let me go back to the original amount before I messed it up. All right, that's good. So up to 6%, they're going to pay half of what you are paying. But if you pay way too much into the savings, they can't match what you're paying because you're paying so much, right? So then they're just going to pay, I'll pay 6% of your monthly salary. Sounds like a good deal. All right, so the monthly match is $100 for this person. But if I go up a little bit, 220, then the company match will go up to 110. Ta-da. And if I go up to 125, well, half of 225 or half of monthly 6%, that's going to be the same. So the maximum the company will offer to this person is $112.50. Because the company is not going to pay like $1,000 out of their pocket to save into your 401k. But still, that's a great deal if you think about it. Somebody else is also saving for your retirement money. All right, so I'm done with step 4, that if function. And you know, guys, if I'm going fast, you can always stop the video, like maybe at this point, and see what I typed here. Or you can go to the Google slide that I screenshotted, and you can use that one too. But sometimes I think it helps to hear someone going through it, explaining it. Hopefully I'm doing a good job of that. All right, step 5. In cell C18, calculate the total deposit into the 401k account. Format C18 as currency with 2 decimal places. Okay, let's go to C18. Total deposit. So the total deposit is how much money you are saving. You're paying $200, right? Plus, who else is saving into your account? The company is. The company is matching the amount in C13. So do C6 plus C13 and hit enter. So, yay, every month you're saving $300. Okay? 200 is coming from you. $100 is coming from your employer. Yay. All right, so we're done with step 5. Let's look at step 6 together. In C19, calculate the percentage of the company's match in the total deposit. Oh, okay. So how much of what's going into my savings account is getting paid by my company? That's a good question to ask. And we're going to format this cell as percentage with 1 decimal place. All right. So that amount is going to be, the percentage is going to be how much the company is paying divided by the total amount going in. So do C13 divided by C18, and we're going to hit enter. And we're going to change this to format this as percentage with 2 decimal places. Is that what they wanted? Ta-da! So 33.33% are really coming from my company's match. 1/3 of my savings, retirement saving, is paid by my employer. This is great. All right, I think we're almost done. What's step number 7, the very last one? In cell C21, enter the maximum possible value for the percentage in part C, given the constraint of the problem. Oh, this is going to be the hard question to think about. So what is the maximum value of the percentage? Because this makes sense. If you think about it, I want my savings, my retirement saving, to be paid by my, I want to be saving too, but wouldn't it be great if more money is getting paid by my employer? Somebody else is paying for it. So it makes sense to think about what's the maximum possible value for the percentage, and how can, and is that set, or can it change? So that's the question that we're thinking about here. And we're going to format that cell, that C21 as percentage with one decimal places. Submit yours, and then we're going to submit it together. All right. This is kind of hard to think about, but you know, our employers are the human resources people are not really gonna give us tons of money, right? So let's think about this. Why do we have salary over here? But this cell C21 is the box. We're gonna type them the number. Let's look at both cases. If it is less than 6% amount, if it is less than 6% amount, take a look at what I'm doing, okay? I'm gonna start by typing like $0. If I put $0 in, we're not gonna have any savings. Nobody's gonna give us any money into our savings account. But what if you do something minimum, like $1? If you put $1 into your savings account, the company will pay 50 cents, and that's still 33.33% of the total deposit. What if I pay $2? Notice how that number is still 33. Let me keep going. How about if it is $3? Still 33, $4, $5, $6, $7, all the way up to $200. Well, still 33%. So it looks like, and let me keep on going up, $210, $220, $224. I went as close to $225, and the percentage paid by my employer is still 33.33%. It's not changing, huh? Now, what if it is $225? It's still through 33%. But what if I go over? What will happen? If I pay $500, if I pay $500, you think the company will pay more money if you pay $500? Not really. It's actually going down to 18.37%. It's because, I mean, you can pay as much money as you want, but then the company will not pay more than half of your 6% salary. So, if I go down a little bit, maybe like if I'm going down to $230, you see it's 32.85%, but 225 will be 33%. And you'll see how this actually goes up as your monthly deposit goes up, but as you hit 225 and you go to 226, the percentage actually goes down, right? Because you're paying so much more into your savings account, the company cannot match that amount. So hopefully you saw that the maximum percentage that the company will offer is really 33.33%. And what I did was, instead of just kind of typing in a whole bunch of numbers, I try to explain it slightly different by considering both cases. And it ends up, we end up finding that the company ends up paying 1/3 of your 401k. And the second case, the case where we pay more than 6% amount, the company also just paying 1/3 of your 401k. The maximum happens. The maximum is going to be 1/3. So that's why what I want you to enter is, it's just going to be either 1/3 or 33.3%. And that's going to be the answer for step number 7. That one was a little bit confusing, but now I'm noticing something. When I took screenshots, I did 33.3%. It looks like I rounded to the nearest 10th. I better double check because I don't want to get points taken off for not rounding. Or they wanted 1 decimal places. 1 decimal, I'm going to fix it to 33.3. And this one, I'm just going to do 1/3 because they're going to pay. Oh no, I don't want January 3rd. I'm going to convert it into percentage, 33 point. Now, hello. Okay. Do the percentage. And 1 decimal place. So you want to enter 33.3% rounded to the. So that what I did was I just did 1/3, 1/3. And then I converted that or formatted as percentage with 1 decimal place. Something for us to think about, right? 401k. Alrighty, but that's it for this assignment. I do wonder how I did. Let's submit this together. This is the file that's, I have it saved as 401k start with 1 in the parentheses. Let's submit this together. Let's see how I did. I'll definitely save it. Choose file. Got so many files in my folder. And this must be it. I worked on it just now. Uploaded. Submit for grading. And then I'm gonna go back and see how I did. All this amazing work that you guys done in this semester. We did so much work in 154 this semester. Yay, take a look. The one work that we did together, we got 8 out of 8. So do that for me. This one was a little bit longer. It took me about 20 minutes to do this, but take your time. Now, like I said before, we only have one Excel homework left after this assignment. You did 19 of them so far. That is just so great. So next week, you'll just have one more called overtime and no more Excel assignment. All right, I'll talk to you later.